Martin grew up in Waco, Texas, a place known for its vibrant community but also its struggles. It was a tough town where opportunities were scarce and challenges were plenty. As a teenager, he got involved with the wrong crowd, seeking acceptance and a sense of belonging. Soon he was dealing drugs, thinking it was an easy way to make money. At first it seemed like easy money, a quick fix to his financial problems. But it came with a heavy price. One night, everything changed when the police raided his operation. The police caught Martin selling drugs and his world came crashing down. He was arrested and charged with multiple offenses. Martin was scared and uncertain about his future. He was facing a long prison sentence, a daunting prospect for anyone. He had hit rock bottom, feeling the weight of his choices. In prison, he had a lot of time to think about his life and the path he had taken. He realized he had made bad choices that led him to this point. He wanted a different life, one that was free from crime and full of hope. He wanted a better future, but he knew it wouldn't be easy. But how could he change? The journey ahead seemed long and uncertain. One day, Martin found some books in the prison library. They were about business and personal development. He started reading them eagerly. He couldn't put them down, not even for a moment. The books gave him hope and inspiration. They taught him about setting goals and achieving them. They showed him how to improve his life step by step. Martin started to believe in himself again with renewed confidence. He knew he could be better, much better. He decided to make a change in his life. He would turn his life around completely. He would make something of himself, no matter what. When Martin was released from prison, he felt a mix of relief and uncertainty. The world outside had changed, and so had he. He made a big decision. He knew he couldn't go back to his old ways. He moved to El Paso, Texas, a place he had never been before. It was far away from Waco, the city where he had made so many mistakes. It was a fresh start, a chance to rewrite his story. He wanted to avoid his old friends, the ones who had led him astray. He knew they would drag him back into his old life, a life he was determined to leave behind. El Paso was a new beginning, a city where he could start over. It was a chance for a new life, filled with hope and possibilities. He was determined to stay away from drugs and bad influences. He wanted to build a good life for himself, one step at a time. He wanted to make his family proud, to show them that he could change. Life in El Paso was hard at first. The city, with its bustling streets and constant activity, was a tough place to start over. Martin struggled to find a job. Every day, he scoured the job listings, hoping for a break. He had no money and no place to live. The weight of his circumstances bore heavily on him. He slept on friends' couches, grateful for their kindness but yearning for stability. He worked odd jobs to get by, doing anything from manual labor to small gigs just to earn a few dollars. But he never gave up hope. Deep down he believed that better days were ahead. He kept his eyes on the prize, always focused on his ultimate goal of redemption. He remembered the lessons from the books he read in prison. Those stories of resilience and transformation fueled his determination. Within a year, things started to turn around. Small victories began to add up. He found a steady job at a warehouse. It wasn't glamorous, but it was a start. He saved enough money to rent an apartment. Having a place to call his own was a huge milestone. He even bought a used car. It gave him the freedom to move around and explore new opportunities. He was proud of himself. Each step forward was a testament to his hard work and perseverance. He had come a long way. He was finally free from the chains of his past. He was ready to face his past. The journey had made him stronger. He decided to return home to Waco. It was time to reconnect with his roots. He was no longer afraid. Confidence replaced the fear that once held him back. He was a changed man. The trials he faced had transformed him. He was ready to share his story. He wanted others to know that change was possible. He wanted to help others who were struggling. His journey could inspire them. He knew that anyone could turn their life around. All it took was determination and hope.